Hi, everyone. My name is Abby Johnston. I'm the digital managing editor for Vox.
My name is Chadde. I'm the Vox Talk editor.
And I'm Nicole. I'm the multimedia editor.
So we looked at a postmortem of how Vox covered True False Film Festival in 2013. And we had some really interesting ideas for how we wanted to cover the festival for 2014. We had a really great print package that served as a preview. And so basically what we wanted to do is engage everyone throughout the festival and kind of become everyone's go-to source for social media coverage of the fest. So throughout the weekend, I'll run through a few numbers that we had here. We just did kind of a roundup of how many tweets we had. As you can see, we stayed really, really busy. I did a lot of interesting things as far on Instagram, Facebook, Vine, all of our social media platforms that we had. And that involved a total of 82 people.
So we had everyone from the editors who read every review before it went online, the webbies who went out and covered stuff for us, the multimedia reporters filmed everything, the TAs and the contributing writers, and also critical reviewing class, which did most of the reviews. So a lot of moving parts that had to be organized.
So basically any time throughout the entire weekend, and I'm sure that any of the TAs in here could tell you, someone was in the office kind of serving as the command head. So we had people out on the field that were covering, doing live tweeting of the events, obviously not through the documentaries, but all of the events that surrounded True False. And then we also had people back in the office who were monitoring all of this and kind of calling it and making sure that we got everything out to our audience and we're engaging properly. So as kind of a quality control thing, we don't allow our students to directly tweet to the accounts, but what we would do is have people sit in there and make sure that we were, making sure that we retweeted the best tweets and we're making sure that our Instagram was full. So we really wanted to use a lot of visual stimulation this year because we found that people interact with that a little bit better. So we had really active Instagram account here, included a couple of more down here. From the panels, March, the run, even street performers that were set up. So we really just wanted to give everyone a good taste of what True False is all about. And then down here, one of our most popular things that we kind of experimented with this year, and this was an idea from one of the students from Magazines Across Platforms class, which act as our web producers. So we asked people to do 6-second Vine reviews of the documentaries right after they got out of the documentary. So I include a couple of those here.
Film about innovation and hard work. Yeah. Tim's Premiere was a very inspirational film about innovation and hard work.
So this is kind of people had a lot of fun with this. We got a really positive response, a lot of shares on social media.
Particle fever making math and science funny and sexy and cool, like you've never seen it before.
So this is just a really good way to involve the community and kind of, people wanted to see themselves later. They were asking, where can I find this? We did roundups of all of this as well. So we called all of the 6-second Vine videos into one post. And so it got a lot of positive feedback throughout the festival and then afterwards.
Okay, so we also spent a lot of time creating multimedia pieces throughout the weekend. We tried to get a variety of stories. True and False Film Festival gives a lot of opportunities for visual storytelling. So we interviewed one of the artists who crafted the musical Fox. I don't know if any of you saw it. It was put in the Missouri Theater, and so we were there before the festival. So we got video of the artist creating the Fox and then installing it, and we tried to get the whole process. We did a lot of event coverage, so we sent reporters out to do some audio slideshows, getting a lot of photos. Some of them did videos. We went to the Jubilee, got a lot of pictures of the crazy costumes. We got March coverage, and these were usually between 1 and 3 minute videos, so a little bit more extensive than what we could do with Vine. And then before the festival happened, we we put out an article about destination dining. So if you didn't want to be eating in Columbia during the festival with all the crazy busy crowds, you could go outside of Columbia, and we featured some of the restaurants. And there was, of course, the music scene. So we sent some reporters to Sparky's, where they had the showcases and different artists would go. And we got some really cool videos there, and then more event coverage from the True Life Run.
We didn't have them embedded into the Storify. We can always go over to YouTube.
So what are you guys going to do next year?
Well, I mean, definitely bringing back the Vine videos. We had a lot of, people just got really excited about that. And I think it kind of says something about people's attention span, maybe. So we wanted to kind of play into that. But, you know, we saw a lot of engagement. I think definitely the visuals really helped in focusing on that. So.
This is the March audio set.
Costume randomly for cute queening, but I kind of put together a costume randomly for cute queening, but people all day have been calling me something like either Mrs. Bates or Virginia Woolf, so how about Virginia Bates? For the parade, it's just a modeling kind of pre-Mardi Gras parade to go with the True Falls Film Festival. It's just sort of a tradition.
True Falls Parade, the March, the only way to start March, I'd say. March is just a parade of eclectics and insaniacs who want to have a lot of fun. I think it's also some sort of ritual to try to bring in the spring. I'm not really sure how deep that goes, but all in all, it's just a chance to shut down the streets and march through the streets looking fly.
But they were able to have free passes to a lot of the different events, and there was just so much going on. They definitely, I don't think, minded all the work.